When was the last time you ever made a decision in your life? Like actually, consciously made an active decision and stick with it. You see, time is linear. It only goes forward, so why are you trying to stay still when time doesn't wait for anyone? There's no benefit in staying in the past. It has happened. It has always happened. But what can we do? We move forward. Just because you're staying in one place doesn't mean you are safe. Yes, the defense is there, but time doesn't stop. Time doesn't leave you the same. It changes you subtly. Just like the sun, staying still in its light will eventually develop cancer on your body, and nobody wants cancer. So please move. Take a step, move a limb. Do anything as long as you move. Don't spend your day bed rotting. You could do so much. You could be so much if you just move. Why move? Well, what happens when we age? Our bodies are slowly losing their effective pattern and function. Like an elderly person, their memory may be worse, their legs may be weak and are in need of assistance, but even their back might not be able to support them as much as they used to. But they can keep trying. They can keep moving so that when it does happen, it would take a far longer time compared to someone who never tried, never moved. Stagnation is true decay, but that doesn't mean that we submit to decay. As long as you keep actively trying, actively moving, that process of true decay, that will take a long time to come. You can only move forward or backward. There is no staying when time goes on. Persevering what it is that you deem worthy. That is backward. Moving towards the future. Moving towards your life goal. Now that is forward. Look, I'm not saying you must leave the past. I'm just saying to always keep moving forward. But sometimes everyone needs a break. But that break is just a break. It's not something to stay after its intended purpose. And that purpose to help you feel more on your journey to the future than last time. What's your future? Tell me what your future is. Say out loud to me, to yourself. Acknowledge it because only you know what your future would be. You can talk about it to others. You can tell others about it. But only you know. Only you yourself know how deeply it is and what it is and what it means to you. There is no one out there that can tell you that your future is back and it happens. No, because if you yourself truly and deeply know, then you won't dare do the hate, the word, the voices that goes against it. So be true to yourself. Know thyself truly to the point that you are unshakable. Sure, it may seem like stubbornness, but if you know thyself truly and are unshakable, you would see the direction of the life you're heading to. You would know where to aim in any direction towards your goals at any direction. What will be your goal in the first place? Well, like kid, we want to grow up being an idol, a YouTuber, a music artist and such. Those came from desire. Those titles I listed down, those are my desire, my life goal. But have I accomplished it? No, not yet at least. Because I am still trying. I'm still moving and still improving. And that is what you should do. To keep trying, to keep improving. But you can't do that unless you start with desire. Your desire. If there isn't a temptation to move towards it, how can you truly start with zero baseline? If you can't sprint, run, can't do that, jog, can't do that, walk, can't do that, waddle, and even if you can't do that, then crawl. Crawl like we all did once as a baby. Because our first steps were towards our parents. Walk towards them, reach towards them, aim at your goal, and reach out to them. What do we do once we reach for an object? We grasp it, trying to hold onto it, hold onto that goal once we reach it. But it keeps on slipping and slipping out of reach. Why is that? Why does it slip? Because the method we are using to grasp is wrong. We are all unique in our own way. Some grasp things better than you or worse than you. Some have a good grasp, some don't in a natural scale. That method is our morals, our limits to what our soul, mind, and body will and won't do. If our morals are strong, like I said before, you won't deter from resistance. You won't stop grasping. No, you would start gripping the object, the goal. But if you grip too hard, then it will break. So what should we do? Okay, so imagine this. If we have an apple in front of us at eye level, in reaching distance, in grasping distance, what does one do? They reach out and grasp it. Now look at your arm. See how straight it is. See how aligned your joints, your bones and muscles are. That's the key. We need to align our desires and morals together. Align ourselves towards our goals. It doesn't have to be the longest or the shortest path, but the path that aligns our desires. Our morals towards our goals is what makes it true to us, makes it perfect for us. It is posture. Aligning our body to carry a zurcher hold is posture. Just like how we align our arm towards the apple, how we align our desires and morals towards the goal. After grasping the apple, we need to hold it so it stays in place as we move it towards our mouth. But how do we hold the apple? How do we hold our goals? If we have our desires and morals aligned to our goal, then the gap between the points needs to be filled, and that can only happen by living and trying to achieve your goal. Yes, it may be difficult or easy for some, but that is fine because that is living. To live and try again, we are moving that arm back to our mouth to taste it. Taste the fruits of our labor. Fruit of our labor after we achieve that dream. that goal. That is why I say that it doesn't have to be the longest or the shortest path, but the path that aligns with our desires and goals. You did not put effort into it. You did not work hard for it. You did not earn the right to eat that apple if when it was a seed. But what if you fail? What if we put too much effort into it? What if it doesn't taste like we expect it to? Then we improve on shortcomings, failures, downfall. Everything that isn't towards the future is a lesson for it. It's like riding a bike with no safety wheels for your first lesson. It's scary and it's dangerous at first, and some might even fall, but you keep getting up. You keep learning, even if you didn't notice at first. Over a period of attempts, what happened? You ride without the help of your parents, without injury, because you learned from the past. That is why I say there is no benefit in staying in the past, because it is a lesson to the present. It is a present for the now, and with that lesson, your knowledge has grown. You know every mistakes, every wrong steps and answer. You keep trying and you realize your body has adapted. It is easier for you now. Before time you failed, during time you tried, and now it is easier over time.